Okay, so a few tips on this 40 marker. A few things I want to remind you of in the paper 4 guide. So have a clear argument is really important. Support your explanation with specific contextual knowledge. You must have a range of factors to create a balanced argument. And you must make a really clear judgment at the end of each paragraph and also in your conclusion. And this model answer I have done, you see that my introduction is really quite short. It's really brief. It's only 2 sentences. That is it, if you look at it. Hindenburg, one of the last symbols of the Kaiser's Germany, was president of the Weimar Republic from 1925 until his death in 1934. So I'm just giving a bit of context. He had an important role in Hitler's appointment as Chancellor. I'm answering the question. Yet there's also other significant factors. And no, I'm using the word significant here to show that I'm answering the question, such as the impact of the Great Depression and the long-term weaknesses of the Weimar. So what I've done here is I've given other factors that I'm going to discuss, and I've made those really, really clear. Okay, now with my opening paragraph, again I have specifically answered the question. Hitler was somewhat significant. So I've linked directly to the question, to that word up here, significant. He was Chancellor because his political meddling in 1932 had crucial and disastrous consequences for Germany. A really clear opening point. I've then gone on and added evidence with little public faith in the government after Brun's regrettable attempt to deal with unemployment. Hindenburg avoided von Papen, then von Schleicher, as successive chancellors, and even encouraged the rivalry between the two men. So all of that I would highlight as my evidence. Now you'll see it's not a lot of evidence. You don't need to describe everything. What I have gone on then to do is analyse it. From this point onwards, given the political infighting and slow mechanisms of government, Hindenburg may have been better taking strong, decisive economic action, as he could have justified using Article 48. Remember, that was what gave emergency powers. Hindenburg's meddling only made the situation worse, and he realised that he was forced to approach Hitler to gain popular support. Hitler would surely have been in the frame to be Chancellor at some point. The Nazi Party's popularity had risen dramatically since the Wall Street crash. So I made a really clear analysis here. So really, really clear. And I've noticed spent a lot more time analysing than I have giving evidence. I've then put a bit more of an argument. However, had Hindenburg not tried to be too clever with political appointments or even taking charge himself, Hitler would not be able to capitalise against such a disjointed government. So I'm sort of explaining, really arguing why it's Hindenburg's fault here. It's really hard one-handed. Okay. The next really important bit comes at the end. Now, lots of us were forgetting to do this. You've got to link back to the question and make a really clear argument. Hindenburg's role was therefore crucially significant at the time in Hitler's appointment as Chancellor. As he tried to remove the danger of communism, he unwittingly placed Hitler in a powerful position. So, crucially significant. I'm saying that at the time, Hindenburg was really significant.